Alrighty then, here we go. Let's bring down the music a bit, guys. That's a bit intrusive. What up, everybody? Hey, Truckin' Dad. What's going on? He's saying I'm going to love this bird. Well, let's check it out, man. I hope you are right. I think I tried it out. Yeah, I tried it out once, trucking, about 2 weeks ago, I think it was, before I left town. I was able to do a quick takeoff, a little departure, just testing out the systems and whatnot, and it was interesting, I gotta say. Give me a second, guys. I'm just checking my settings here because it looks like my microphone is blowing up yet again. I don't know why it does this, but I apologize. As per usual, guys, let me know in the chat if my voice is too intrusive. Welcome back, everybody. Captain Gonzo with that Flight Sim channel. We're on the SkyWard C680 Plus, otherwise known as the Sovereign, or the Sovereign Plus in this case. I don't know if NetJets operates the Sovereign Plus because they've got the Latitudes, the C680 Alpha, which is just the next generation of this whole family. So we're gonna pretend this is, you know, correct. But they did fly the Sovereigns, the Legacy Sovereign at least. So we're flying from Kissimmee, another home airport of mine here. By the way, this airport is completely screwed up. This is not accurate. There's supposed to be an overhang here, and this tower is nowhere near this size. I mean, this looks like a Class Bravo International Airport tower. I used to work here, guys. Another airport that I worked for, Signature, and yeah, this is not accurate, so we're gonna ignore that and just get on with the flight. So we're gonna do a quick walk around, checking everything. I've got all the static elements removed practically, with the exception of my chocks. I haven't really explored the Sovereign. I was actually talking to Truckin', he's there in the chat. I told him I was a little disappointed with the textures on the aircraft, but holy crap, look at this. You have to press every single latch, just like the real thing. There we go. Wow, this brings back memories, a little cubby. Yeah, Truckin', you know how Kissimmee looks, bro. This is impressive. Actually, Truckin', looking at the aft baggage, yeah, this is very accurate. I remember, because I used to stack bags in here. Wow. Okay, I see you, SkyWard. Guys, if you're unfamiliar, SkyWard had actually put out one of their first products last year, or the year before, actually. It was the Diamond DA50RG. Very cool little single engine plane, but right off the bat, one thing I noticed was the textures and the model were a little bit funky, and you can tell, even though this is a third-party paint job, when you get close, it is a little rusty. You can see the edges there, not too high def. Look at where the engine pylon here mates. You can see all the fasteners. It's not the greatest looking. However, based on feedback that I've gotten from people such as Truckin' and other simmers, is that flying the Sovereign Plus has been a joy. Oh my god, thank god I did a walk around. Look at that. Exhaust. The exhaust plug was still on. I don't have an APU plug. Nope. APU exhaust is good. I know I removed the inlet cover. But anyways, we are flying under NetJets colors again. It's Quebec Sierra, and you guys see me fly a lot of NetJets. Their call sign is ExecJet. But yeah, we're going to be doing a different call sign. I think we're Apex, according to Jetcard. So let's go ahead and hop aboard. What the hell is that? Apparently, we've got glaciers growing in Central Florida. Oh, God. Photogrammetry. Truckin' Dad saying, yes, but the important stuff is amazing. I love the G5000. Roger that, Cap. I'm going to jump aboard now, and let's go ahead and get this thing configured. Let's shut off the music. Here we go. Bye-bye. There we go. Peace and quiet. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I'm not too experienced on the Sovereign Plus. I'm just going to go with the flow here. Yes, I should be using my checklist. I'll try to make use of that. Oh, listen to those avionics fans. Wow. A hearts aligned, keep wings level. Yep, that's accurate. Oh, controller lock is on. Yep. Where is it? I know it's somewhere here. I'll figure it out eventually. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and check our lighting. Arm the emergency exits, and I know I've got the flight plan already pulled up. Here we go, preparation, cabin inspection, or pre-flight inspection is done, cabin check, circuit breakers are in. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend Bob over there saw them. He's good. Standby gyros tested and on. Oh, I gotta get my standby, that's right. Oh, here we go. We're going to test it. Hold it down. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Good test. Standby power on. Here we go. Right next to your seat. Copy that, sir. There we go. Thanks for that, man. All right, emergency lights are on. They're armed. Battery buttons are both on, so we're good there. Battery voltage check, minimum 24 volts. Yeah, we got 25. Good.
System test.
Electrical button or electric button are norm on both. Yep, showing norm. That's good. We're gonna go ahead and enable interior, and let's get the APU fired up, boys and girls. I want to get that APU. Let's listen to the sounds. There we go. There she goes. Am I missing something? I might be missing something here. RB Simmer, what up? Jose, watching from Lima, Peru. I love you, brother. Thank you for being here, man. I think it's slowly turning on. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just skipping stuff here. Let's try that again. There we go. RPM coming up. EGT is increasing. That's good. You can see the fuel boost pump automatically turns on to feed fuel to the APU. APU is our best friend. If I had a kid, I would name him APU. Yeah. That sounds pretty good. That is a Sovereign APU. Truckin', what is that on the Sovereigns? Is that a Honeywell APU, right? That's pretty common. I know the Lear 60s have a similar one. Obviously, the Sovereign Legacy has the same one, I think. Latitudes probably. All of them probably do. All right, bus tie is closed. That's good, right? APU valve. Let's go ahead and get some bleed air. There we go. Yep, trucking that. I got you, brother. Max Cool is on. We're gonna get some good here. Jose saying, imagine my kid's name, APU Gonzalez. Yeah, bro, that would be, a lot of people wouldn't get that one. Throttle's cut off. They're in idle, I think. There we go. No. I'm pressing stuff here, guys. I don't know what's going on. Oh, God. Flap handle agrees with flap position. They are up. Indeed, they are up. CVR press and hold 5 seconds. Check test light. That's the cockpit voice recorder. I gotta figure that one out. But you know what? Let's go through the initialization either way while we're here when we figure everything out. Let's go weight and balance. 9 passengers. Cargo, I think we had 475. Where is it? 495. There we go. So we're gonna do that. Take fuel on board. Let's go back. Sync. There we go. 5,700 pounds. Almost 58. That's good. Reserves 500. We'll make it 750. I always like to go a little bit more conservative. Holding time 45 minutes. That's good. Next, Origin Kissimmee. This is where I did my private pilot training years ago, guys. 10 years. So very familiar with this airport, airspace. We're underneath the Class Bravo of Orlando International. We're expecting runway 15 unless, ATC changes our route or our departure there. We're gonna set it up. Let's just go ahead and pick up ATIS real quick, and then we can go ahead and do our clearance. Let me just read through really quick. Truck and Dad saying the Honeywell Re 100. Yep, that sounds about right. Okay, I can help with the parking brake. Turn on the auxiliary hydraulics. Turn on parking brake, then hit the brakes to build pressure. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Auxiliary pump is on. And then parking brake is on. Turn parking brake, then hit the brakes to build pressure. All right, I hit the brakes. I wonder if I can see my accumulator here. Maybe not. I'll have to go to the systems page. There we go. We got 2,700 PSI. Okay. Once you get the CAS message, brakes on, you can turn off the auxiliary hydraulics. Yep, parking brake is on. Auxiliary pump coming off. Thanks for that, trucking. I gotta start paying you, man. You're like a virtual CFI. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up ATIS. So let me go grab, what's the ATIS frequency here? 128.775.
Broken at 420.
There we go.
Temperature 30, dew point 23. Altimeter 3009er. Density altitude 1700 feet. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
All right, we're picking up Lima.
Kissimmee Gateway Airport, information Lima. 1556 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 156. Wind 140 at 9er.
Okay.
Visibility 10.
And then clearance 121.7, which is also our ground. So let's go ahead. And we're Apex 432, Parcel Express. I'm just doing this straight from Jetcard, guys. Let me show you the dispatch. Yeah, I think that's it. So let me go ahead and, what is it? Window capture, is this the one? There it goes. Yep. I'm gonna push this over. So you can see we're departing Kissimmee, going to Indianapolis. There's our block fuel, 5785. We're at 5777. We're gonna be burning some gas while we're on the ground. APU is feeding off the fuel tank. So we're gonna be burning gas. We got 9 packs on board. They are in there. And yeah, we got everything here we need. So that's the idea, that's the plan. We're not gonna spend too much time there. Let's get our clearance. Kissimmee clearance, good afternoon. This is Parcel Express 432 with Lima, requesting IFR Indianapolis. Hopefully that picked it up.
Parcel Express 432, safe parking location, and if you have information, Lima.
Yeah, this is Parcel Express 432. We're at Signature with Lima, requesting IFR to Indianapolis.
Parcel Express 432, clear to Indy, radar vectors worms, then it's filed, climb and maintain 4,000, expect flight level 45010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.4, squawk 2445, expect runway 15.
I'll read that back in just a second. All right, we're cleared to Indianapolis. Radar vectors worms, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000, expect flight level 45010 minutes after departure. Departure 119.4, squawking 2445, expecting runway 15 for Parcel Express 432. Oh, God, 2445.
Parcel Express 432, read back correct.
Cool. Give him a little tap. All right, so we got worms. Then we're going to Jimmy, or Jimmy. Gotta love the GTCs. What happened there? Insert after. There we go. After Jimmy, we're going Aki. After Aki, we're going direct to Payne. Love the Payne. Sharks. I always see that waypoint everywhere I fly, I swear. Afterwards, DBN, I forget what station that is, but Dublin, there we go. Not Ireland, guys, not Ireland. VXV, I'm not familiar with that one. Volunteer. And Hagel.
Good speed 8279, taxi to parking via Alpha 1, Alpha, hold short of runway 24.
And we're expecting the Gibbs 4 arrival into Indianapolis, 23 right.
Alpha
So let's
1,
go.
Alpha, hold short of runway 24, good speed 8279.
Gibbs 4, gonna use Hagel, and then 23 right. There we go. Looks good. All right, we've got everything altitude constraints as applicable. Select approach. ILS 23. We'll leave it on vectors for now until we know exactly what to expect. That's good. We're gonna go to next. We've got the flight plan set. Origin, weather, show METAR. And forgot my wind. Let's go. Oh, I can just pull it up right here. Yeah. Temperature 30 degrees Celsius. Nice and warm. Runway, there we go. We've got 6,000 feet just about available. Runway 15. Flaps 1, anti-eyes off. Thrust reversers are stowed. Takeoff factor 1, rolling takeoff, no. There we go. V-speeds are indeed set. Accept. Go through all the stuff here. Stick shakers. You're going to see it on the co-pilot side now. There we go. And then now both of them should be activating.
Left engine fire. Right engine fire.
Good
Left
speed
engine
8279, cross runway
Right
24.
engine fire. Left engine fire.
Cross 24, good speed
Right engine
8279.
fire.
Hey, Truckin', I haven't messed with the ACRS yet. No, man, I'm not too familiar with how to mess with it, but I do want to try it.
Baggage fire.
And I want to try the CPDLC feature one day,
Baggage
but
fire.
just don't have the time right now to spend here doing it. Oh, what did I press? I just pressed something. Let's see. Everything can stay off for now. There we go. I need that. Recognition light, I guess. I think that's our precision light. I'm not too familiar. Annunciator panel test. Everything is lighting up. Christmas tree test. Looks good. Traffic or TCAS test has passed.
8279, give way to the 1 citation on your left.
We'll give way to the 1 citation, good speed 8279.
There we go. Let's do the high frequency test. HF 1 and 2. It's going to take a minute. I remember that. Nav lights are on. APU start. APU generator is on. APU bleed is on. Avionics button's on. Interior button norm. Interior light test required. Galley preparation is required. FMS initialized programmed. Departure settings checked. Cabin signs are on. Here we go. We'll go to before engine start checklist. We'll leave it ready while the HF test is completed. HF2 now in test or progress. EOT is armed. Mic select is on the headset. It's on the headset as well. Cool. Passenger oxygen on auto. That looks good. Display reversionary mode is on normal on both sides. I like it. That's good to hear, Truckin' that, man. I'm glad that they paid attention to all these systems and at least they do that correctly. All right, everything is passed. We're going to accept initialization, go to flight plan. And you know what? I'm going to pick up my checklists here on the right-hand side of the MFD. Let's go to before engine start. Parking brake verify is on. It is pushed up or pulled up, so that's good. We're going to click there. Wheel chocks, we're going to remove them. Those two Pilatuses are just doing whatever the hell they want. That's cool. Ground, let's remove wheel chocks. Let's remove the red carpet. And let's go ahead and close the door. I should be okay taxiing runway 15, so I'm not going to need the charts right now. I'm just going to leave that here. Let's go to home. I like this page. That is one thing I got to say, guys. I love how every developer gives their EFBs a specific touch. SkyWard has definitely done a great job here. It's very, very intuitive, very simple, a fresh redesign from what we're used to. It looks great, and I love how you have all the pertinent flight information right here, showing your map. You can actually open it up and expand it. Pretty cool. I love how awesome this is. You got your weather info. Ignore that call sign. That's just whatever I had on my aircraft identification inside the sim. So I think we're good. Let's go ahead and just call ground, let them know we're ready to start up. And ground, Parcel Express 432 has signature requesting engine start. FBO payment verified received.
432,
Yep.
engine start approved.
Engine start approved for Parcel Express 432. Static wicks removed from the wings. Cabin doors closed. Cabin curtain open. Divider doors are latched open. Sure. Crew seats adjusted. Seatbelt signs are on and passenger safety is on. Engine indicating systems and CAS. Everything that we're seeing is okay. No takeoff because we've got the pedostatic heat is off. No trim is set. No flaps. So once we get that good, that'll go away. Fuel quantity check. Balance and reserves. We've got 5720. That's plenty. Our reserves are 750. Departure route, we're going to be departing runway 15. Radar vectors to Worms, then is filed. Initial climb altitude 4,000, expecting flight level 45010 after departure. Passenger briefing complete. Starting engines, so the APU bleed air and max cool will go to off. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Both are off. Throttles, we're going to go to idle. Engine run, we're going to set the start switch to run, and then once we see 9% N2 or greater, we'll set the engine start or run switch to run for the appropriate engine. Let's go ahead and start number 2. So here we go. Oh. Any collision light. There we go. Starting with number 2. Watching N2 slowly climb on the engine indicating system side of the MFD. Looking for 9% or greater. There's about 9. Let's go ahead and open the flip cover and run. Watching ITT. N1's coming up as the fan blades are turning. N2 looking good. Oil pressure and temperature slowly coming up. Let's go outside. Kind of quiet. Now we should hear that humming noise that is notorious with the Sovereigns. There we go. Yep, that's it. That is very, very accurate. What is Joe doing here? Joe, dude, get out of my airplane. What the hell's your problem, dude? Okay, looks like we've got a good engine number 2 start. There we go. N1 is stable, ITT is good, N2 stable, good fuel flow. Let's do engine 1 now. Same thing. There's 9% or more. We're going to open the flip, press run. And then we just want to check our engine indicating system and CAS once engine number 1 is stable. ITT is still in the green. That's good. 794 looks like our peak. There we go. You can see that fuel flow now increasing. Listen to that bad boy come online. And one's coming up. Good oil pressure, good oil temperature. All right, we're just monitoring, making sure everything's good. Let's get our generator on. There we go. All right. Engine indicating system and CAS look good. We've got APU bleed valve is closed, parking brake on, no takeoff, and the pedostatic code left and right are on standby. We'll fix that in just a bit. Let's go ahead and go through the checklist. External power disconnected, not needed. Interior button verify is on. Yep. Okay, before taxi, flight controls free, so let's make sure the control lock is off. Flight controls feel good. Check speed brakes. You can see them all here on the flight controls little sub page on the EIS side. So let's go ahead and bring them up. Flaps 1. There we go. Bring the nose trim or the pitch trim into the takeoff config. Let's go 3 units. Nose wheel steering disconnect. I'm not familiar where this one's at. So, trucking, if you can guide me on that one, I'm just going to say we're good here. Speed brakes checked and stowed. Flight instruments, avionics checked and set. Flight director set. Verify modes, top altitude. 4,000 set. We've got pitch and roll. We'll fix that once we're airborne. Autopilot check. Verify yaw damper is off after autopilot check. So we see the flight mode annunciator showing autopilot and yaw damper. Let's go ahead and disconnect.
Autopilot.
There we go. They're flashing yellow. Both of them are going to come offline now. Good. V-speeds posted. We've got V1 at 101, rotating at 106. V2 115, FTO 180. Fuel crossfeed checked as required. Not needed. Bleeder system check. We'll go ahead and turn off the APU for now. Pressurization's on auto. We've got bleeds on norm. Across the side here, left and right, and pressure source norm. Pressurization, verify landing field elevation. There it is. For Indianapolis, 772 feet above sea level.
Speed 5469, taxi to parking via Alpha 1 Alpha, hold short of runway 24.
Copy that.
Alpha
Trucking.
1 Alpha, hold short of runway
I wonder if
24,
it's over here
good speed
somewhere. But yeah, I use my
5469.
rudder pedals as well, so I'm not going to worry about it. End ties, buttons as required. I don't want to turn on my pitot-static heat just yet. I'll do that before takeoff. Check engine indicating systems once again in CAS. Clear except normal items. So again, these are white. These are more of a just a hey, heads up. Parking brake is on, no takeoff. And the no takeoff will go away once we get the pitot-static heat on. Taxi. Let's go ahead and get our taxi light on. We're going to release the parking brake. We're going to hold the brakes for now. Let's call ground. Kissimmee ground, Parcel Express 432 as signature, ready to taxi.
Parcel Express 432, runway 15 taxi via Alpha.
15 via Alpha for Parcel Express 432. We're going to set tower frequency here on standby. Let's start taxiing. Check brakes. Good brakes. I wish somebody made a scenery for Kissimmee. That'd be great. Cool little airport. Very busy, believe it or not, guys. We handled a lot of planes here. A lot of GA traffic, of course, but we had some heavier traffic. Heavier than you'd expect.
Good speed 5469, cross runway 24.
Cross runway 24, good speed 5469.
I'm getting some weird, like, lag and stutters here. This is not normal. All right, we're vacating the ramp via Charlie. We're going to make a right on Alpha here. Clear on the left. Clear on the right. And let's go down to runway 15, which is just right here. This thing taxis rather quickly. And I'm on idle power right now.
Express 432, contact tower on 124.45. Bye-bye.
Over to tower 12445 for Parcel Express 432. Bye. Mwah. I hope she doesn't get offended with that. 119.4 is our departure freak. We're going to set it on the standby on the COM 1 there. Let's go pitot-static heat on. And there we go. CAS alerts and messages are gone. So we've got a good jet. What's up with these stutters, man? This is weird. We're going to hold short. Make sure, again, the flight controls lock is free. Flight controls feel good. I'm flying with the Moza stick, by the way. This is going to be weird. Yeah, Neil, that's a good point. Taxiing a lot in real world with one engine and idle reverse. Yeah, I love seeing that. Seeing the buckets deploy as they're taxiing. That's such a cool sight, man. That is a very good point. All right, guys. You guys ready? I think I'm ready. A little nervous. Like I said, this is going to be my first full flight, my second time taking off on the aircraft, so let's see how it goes. Taxi checklist. Yep, brakes were good. Nose wheel steering is good. Rudder bias check is on the norm. Where is it? Here it is. Thrust reversers checked and stowed. Yep. Before takeoff, flap selector verify set for takeoff. Speed brake stowed. Trim stabilizers 3 centered. Stab set for takeoff. Yep. Let's give it a little bit more. Nose up. There we are. Rudder trim is centered and aileron trim is centered. That's good. Anti-systems check as required. Pitot-static heat is on. We're going to keep wing and engine anti-eyes off for now. Speed knob, FMS or manual. I'm going to leave it on FMS for now. Radar as required. Flight director, verify set modes, top and altitude. Yep. Crew brief complete. Cleared for takeoff. Control lock is off. Flight controls are free. We just checked them. Pitot-static heat are on. Anti-eyes as required. Exterior lights will come on. Engine indicating system is in cast check. Auto throttles as desired. Armed only after runway alignment. Rolling takeoff at 500 feet. To calculated takeoff distance or length. After takeoff checklist, we'll have it ready. Let's call tower. Let them know we're ready to go. Kissimmee Tower, Parcel Express 432, holding short. Runway 15, ready for departure.
Parcel Express 432, Kissimmee Tower, runway 15, winds 140 at 9er, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading cleared for takeoff, runway 15 for Parcel Express 432. I set a runway heading there about 154 if my memory serves me correct. Let's go pulsating on the landing lights. I like it. Copy that, truck and that. I'll keep an eye out on that auto throttle. Yeah, we got some nasty weather. I haven't even looked outside today outside my window, so I don't know how accurate this is. I'm only like 20 minutes from Kissimmee, so this should be somewhat accurate. Why is it stuttering, man? I'm not liking this. That's some good sounds right there as we're taking the runway. So we got a good quartering headwind here. So we're going to go ahead and apply forward on the elevator. Let's go ahead and apply some power. Let's go ahead and arm the auto throttle. Let's go to takeoff thrust. There goes the whole desk shaking. Very twitchy on the yoke. Or not the yoke, the rudder. Holy crap, this thing is vibrating. Airspeed's alive. And let's rotate. Microphone's drooping. Landing gear up. Something's not happy. Hold failed. Oh, the auto throttle. That's fine. Stay on runway heading. Clean the flaps. Feels weird. Feels weird as I'm banking here. There we go.
Parcel Express 432, contact departure.
Over to departure for Parcel Express 432. Orlando departure. Good afternoon, Parcel Express at 1,800, climbing 4,000, runway heading.
Parcel Express 432, Orlando departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 380, turn left, heading 360, then direct worms when able.
Climb and maintain flight level 380, left turn heading 360, direct worms for Parcel Express 432. 38,000 set. Let's make that turn towards 360. Still hand flying. Okay, after takeoff checklist, landing gear up. flaps up. Yacht Emperor is on. Let's go ahead and do that now. Flight director modes as desired. We'll engage the autopilot in just a bit here. Exterior lights, landing, taxi recognition, all off. And then climb to 10,000 feet. Passenger safety sign can come off. So what I'll do is I'm going to level off at 360 here, or roll the wings level, and then we're going to go direct to worms because they said direct to worms when able. So let's do that now. There we go from our PPAS, present position. Let's go manual on the speed, by the way. Let's go flight level change, nav, and autopilot. There we go. We're going to increase that speed, let the nose come down. Let's do about a climb here at 220 knots and see how she likes it. Let's try the auto throttle again. There we go. Auto throttle is now armed. Maximum continuous thrust. Yeah, baby. Power, power. Trucking that. Yeah, I missed that one. Forgot Toga. Good catch, man. We're good now, though. We've got the auto throttle armed. Everything is behaving normal. AJJ saying, good afternoon. I am loving this plane. I am on flight number 15 with it. Indianapolis to CYVR. Nice, man. On Jetcard. Yeah, I'm on Jetcard too, brother. I just took off from Kissimmee. If you're unfamiliar, Kissimmee is just southwest, like 15 miles from Orlando International. So you should be able to see me on the live flight map there. We're inbound in Indianapolis, actually. Cool, cool, cool. Everything looks good, guys. Everything's behaving. I did notice, I don't know if it's just because I'm flying with the Moza side stick here. It feels odd when I'm making bank inputs. I don't know how to explain it. Something feels off, but it could just be me. I got to try with the honeycomb. All right, so we've got a good little tailwind here as we're climbing. We're through moisture, but we're climbing above the clouds here. I'm not going to turn on my anti-ice systems. We're through 10,000. Passenger safety button can come off. And then our abbreviated normal checklist procedures, transition altitude once we cross flight level 180. Altimeter set to standard. Seatbelts off or as required. Exterior lights pulses off. APU bleed air button off after EGT stabilize. APU off. So APU's already off. Don't have to worry about that one. And we're climbing, doing 4,600 feet a minute. This is just beautiful.
Parcel Express 432, contact Jacksonville Center on 134.0.
Over to Jackson 134.0 for Parcel Express 432 Sol. Jacksonville Center, good afternoon. Parcel Express 432 at flight level 176, climbing flight level 380. Direct worms.
Parcel Express 432, Jacksonville Center, good afternoon.
All right, we're through transition altitude. Altimeters are on standard. Seatbelts off. Yeah, we got a pretty smooth ride. Exterior lights pulse off.
Jacksonville Center.
APU
104,
off.
Flight level 320.
Delta 3114, Jacksonville Center, roger.
Checking my Jetcard app, making sure it's synchronized. We're showing airborne in the climb phase. Nice. Looking good. Let's see what kind of...
432, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390 for Parcel Express 432. Hey, AJJ, yeah, man, I'm flying. I'm just a contract pilot for now inside Jetcard. I haven't got picked up by anybody, but we're just doing a contract flight here, Kissimmee, Indianapolis. Excuse me. And eventually, we do want to start our own company here with that flight sim channel. We just haven't gotten around to it. Been very busy lately. That's why we haven't been on the air lately. The only thing I do have that's new, guys, check out our latest video. I just put it out this morning. It's doing a review on the Moza AB6 that was sent to us by Moza. Freaking awesome, guys. I don't want to fly without it anymore. And I've got the yoke and the base inbound. Should be here tomorrow so that I can start testing their force feedback yoke and base. I am beyond excited for that one. It's going to be insane, guys. So check out the video. Just published a couple hours ago. Make sure you check it out and let me know what you guys think. Yeah, trucking that. That's a good point. And Neil's saying, not sure how long you should be at maximum continuous thrust. But yeah, like trucking data saying the FADIC has it. It'll pull back if it needs to. MCT is max continuous thrust anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, exactly. We're still good. I mean, we're doing 101.8 right now. It is aggressive because of what I set it to on the flight level change. So if I wanted to, I can decrease it a little bit, get that N1% a little bit down, but it should be good. Oh, nice, AJJ. Hell yeah, V1 executive. Let's see what we got on the weather radar there. Let's go and zoom in. Yeah, I got a little cells.
Express 432, climb and maintain flight level 450.
Climb and maintain flight level 450 for Parcel Express 432. There we go, 45 dials and set on the altitude. Everything looks good, guys. Everything is flowing smoothly. And there we go. We can show you guys where we're at in relation to our destination. Distance to go. We can see the time remaining. Live telemetry. Everything looking great. Now, of course, as I typically do, I am going to be increasing the sim rate once we're leveled off at cruising altitude so that we can just expedite this whole process and not spend too much time up in the air or just boring you guys. I do want to take a tour of the cabin in just a few moments, just like we've done on the Phenom, just like we do on every other airplane we fly, right? So we'll be checking that out in just a little bit. Yeah, trucking, I'm actually pretty happy with, man. Like I said, you know, it's funny. I like Garmin. I'm training and flying on the G1000, as you know, in real world for my instrument, and it's great. But I used to hate the Rockwell Collins Proline 21 and the Fusion line of avionics, and now I think that's my favorite. I don't know why. I love the digital integration with the GTCs commanding everything, but sometimes it gets a little annoying. I'd rather just have two McDoos, right, or FMCs, where I can just focus on the flight management system and have, you know, hand knobs to control displays a little bit more. But I get it. You know, it's just the way aviation's going. Everything's glass now. This is supposed to reduce the workload on the crew, give you better situational awareness, and just make you a better pilot. Some people argue it makes you a lazier pilot. I don't know. It's like people that say that people that own and fly services are lazy. I disagree severely with that. You know, I think technology, yes, it can hinder your skills and it can drive you towards complacency. But if you're a good disciplined pilot, you're always learning, you're always monitoring stuff as if you were flying a 6-pack gauge or whatever, right? And like in my Cessna 172 that I fly right now, I've got the autopilot, right? It's integrated with the G1000, but I only use it when I am cruising and I'm just trying to set up an approach or whatever. Everything else, I hand fly, right? Especially the approaches. My instructor wouldn't be too impressed anyways if I'm shooting ILSs or RNAVs with the autopilot. It just doesn't make sense, right? Trucking saying that on the GTC aircraft systems cabin management, you do announcements. Oh, let me check it out, man. Thank you for saying that. Let's go cabin management. We'll keep the shades open. Oh, that's cool. Look at all the different languages. Oh, I forgot my takeoff. Let's try it.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 3999, flight level 230.
Cessna Citation
C680 Sovereign Plus.
Southwest
We'll be
3999
departing
Jacksonville
shortly.
Center, roger.
Please ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened and your seat is in the upright position. There are 2 emergency
That's
exits
cool.
on board.
Jacksonville
One
Center,
at the
Allegiant
front and one at the
525, flight
rear
level
of the cabin.
00.
Both clearly marked and illuminated.
Allegiant
All large or
525
loose items
Jacksonville
must
Center,
not be
roger.
properly stowed for takeoff. Window shades should remain open for departure. For your safety, the lavatory door must remain open
That's
during
cool.
takeoff to ensure it does not obstruct access to the rear emergency exit. Wi-Fi service will become available once we are airborne. Life vests are located beneath your seats. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with their location. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
2310 Jacksonville Center, roger.
That is pretty cool trucking. I didn't know about that.
Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 2712, flight level 320.
We can control the lights, entry lights, vanity lights,
Center, roger.
water heater. Wow. AC outlets are on. That is very cool, man. Yep, pulse with the TCAS TARA. That's cool. Navigation lights are on. That is pretty awesome. Propulsion APU is off. FADEX are in line, or online, I should say. Display engine digits.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 379, flight level 310.
Oh, there we go for the ITT. Okay, that's not bad.
Roger.
Ignition's on normal. That's cool, man. Cabin pressure. Yeah, look at our cabin altitude with a slight increase. We've got the differential, the delta and pressure, 9.3 psi. Looks good. That's a comfortable cabin altitude, by the way, 4,200 feet, and we're at flight level 360. That's very, very nice. Very, very cool. Let's see, summary.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 3104.
O2 pressure, huh? Oxygen's a little bit lower, but it should be okay.
3104 Jacksonville Center, roger.
Cool, cool. This is awesome. I can adjust my cabin temperature here. 21 degrees Celsius. Let's go to Fahrenheit. Yeah, 70 degrees is good, man. I'm gonna set it a little bit colder here in the cockpit. 68 degrees. Like to keep it nice and cool. Precision reports. Automatic reporting. Intervals 10 minutes. Passengers on board. Don't know what that does, but... and here's the ACARs. So we can pick up digital ATIS messages, flight plan requests, departure clearance. Well, we could have probably tried this out when we're on the ground, but...
Jacksonville Center, roger.
we can get our oceanic clearance here. That is so cool, man. And you can see our data link is green, SATCOM and VHF digital. All right, so we'll check the ATIS a little bit later on as we get closer to Indianapolis. That is awesome. Utilities, trip stats. Very, very nice. GPS statuses, obviously checking. I mean, we're good. We've got good satellite captures there. I know I've got Navigraph hooked up. Let's go back to map. Very cool. Very cool. There you go. Engines are relaxing a little bit. 100.6 and 1 across the board. We're still holding 220. We're at 38.5 out of 45,000. Still got a bit ways to go. And hold up. I know I want to look at my winds. There we go. So we got a slight quartering headwind there. 20 knots out of the east. I can almost expect that to be the case for most of this flight.
Jacksonville Center, Mach 131, flight level 340.
All right, let's go back there. Trucking, yeah, same here, man. I haven't tried it, but I did put the, what is it, the little API key that you get from Say Intentions. So I have to remember to try it on my next leg with the Sovereign, so I can see how it integrates well with the aircraft and with Say Intentions. I love that Say Intentions gives us that opportunity to do this, and that we have an aircraft that supports that with offline ATC practically. You know, it's pretty awesome. All right, let's go through the cabin. Let's go see what's going on back here. We've got 9 people aboard, so we've got a full jet.
Jacksonville Center, American 2325, flight level 290.
Now, who is the one paying for the trip? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
25, Jacksonville Center, roger.
This guy paid for the trip. He looks super cool. Looks like a crypto wizard.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 1808, flight level 200.
Okay, this is cool, guys. I had no idea about this.
Southwest 1808, Jacksonville
Video.
Center, roger.
No media playing. There they go. You can see the sun going away.
United 2310, Jacksonville Center, roger.
That is very cool. Scenes. Oh wow. There we go. Jacksonville. Nah. Ew. I hate Jacksonville. Tampa. I'm okay with Tampa. Miami. Yeah. Why not? Atlanta. Hell no. Charlotte. Never been there. And that's cool. It shows you your distance from the cities. Lights. We can do this later on. Preferences. Display style, logo or colors, distance unit, nautical miles, temperature units. We'll go Fahrenheit. We're in the United States. Yeehaw. Wi-Fi system. We are indeed with Starlink. That's cool. Even shows you the operator. That is the wrong registration. Again, ignore that. System is online. Temperature.
Delta 2535, flight level.
Okay, cabin temperature is being controlled through the GTCs up front. So.
Delta 2535, Jacksonville Center, roger.
What? This is cool, man. What the hell? I didn't know this. Truckin', have you seen this? This is pretty cool. I hope I don't get a copyright strike now because I'm playing. Damn. Texting. Let's see what else we got. This is cool, man. Yeah, this is cool, man. I didn't know about this. That is pretty cool. Oh, they use copyright-free music. Copy. Yeah. Thank you for that, man. And you can hear how the music kind of fades as I move towards the flight deck. Damn, man. I wonder if we can get in there and start adding more music to like a bank or a library, because I do have a lot of copyright-free music. That's what I use for most of our videos and our lives. That would be awesome if I can just make a custom playlist depending on who I'm flying. Oh, try the laugh? Yeah, you know I will, brother. You guys hear the music? How it gets louder as I get back here?
Moxie 131, Jacksonville Center, roger.
We got liquor down here? No, I'm just kidding. Looks like little soap bottles or something. So we've got some type of, hygiene products here. This is cool. Nice. I did not know the Sovereign Plus had this little compartment back here. It works. All right, let's stop the music. See what else they got. They all sound the same. It's hilarious. Anyways, that was cool. I did not know that. The crapper works. That's right, brother. You never know when you'll need to lav up at the flight levels, so good to have them. Should be leveling off here momentarily. We're at 42.8 out of 45,000, so doing okay. I don't think Say Intentions has called me. Nope, last call was to climb and maintain 450. We're good. Microwave, anything I can do here? Nope. And yeah, this is just me being nitpicky at this point, guys. Textures you can see up close, they leave a little bit to be desired. But in terms of aircraft systems, this is at a very different level, all on its own, especially for a GA aircraft where you expect this level of attention to detail and functionality, right? I mean, yeah, look at those textures. They need Jesus. What did I just press? I pressed something. There we go. Let's close this one. Wine glasses here. Oh, there we go.
32, Pirate P from 14 minutes ago reported occasional light turbulence at flight level 430.
Copy, light turbulence at flight level 430. Thanks for the heads up for Parcel Express 430. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them know that we might experience some turbulence. Let's go ahead and passenger seatbelt signs and safety on. Let's reduce that speed. We're getting a little bit close there to VNE there. I don't want to overspeed the airplane. Aircraft systems, cabin management. Let's go to, where was it?
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 3613, flight level 380.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are expecting turbulence ahead. For your safety, please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt as soon as possible. We recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. If you are using the lavatory, please take extra care and secure yourself as best as possible. Thank you for your cooperation.
That's so cool, man. All right, 1,000 to go. There we go. There's the alert. We should be okay now. Above the 430 where that pirate was issued. Over Jacksonville, we're northwest of Craig, Jacksonville exec, and southwest of Jacksonville. So I'll speed up the sim rate here in just a bit. Everything's looking good. What else can I check out? Let's see. Services, no, because we're all in the air. Oxygen tanks are still good. Again, not fully charged, but it's okay.
Can you please expedite your climb to flight level 450?
Unable. This is the best rate we can give you for Parcel Express 432. Don't be rushing me. Oh yeah, we can pick up the weather here if I wanted to. Weather charts, fetch sim brief weather. What? Really?
Parcel Express 432, understood.
Yeah, that's right, understood. I'm not going to expedite. I'm about to level off. We're only doing 300 feet a minute. I can see why she's asking for me to expedite. Best I got, homegirl. Sorry. Yeah, Chuck and Dad, I knew you recognized that old identifier. Okay, so it's not just me then. The weather charts do not work. Okay, yeah, I gotta check that out. Don't know how to get those to work. I thought the first time I took off on the Sovereign Plus, it was from Key West, and I remember seeing the surface analysis charts and everything, just like in ForeFlight when you do your briefing. I could have sworn it worked. Oh, there we go. We're overspeeding. Oh no. Let's go 210 indicated. There we go. We'll get a little bit more performance. Passengers are not going to be happy about that one, though. Little nose up at 45,000. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going, buddy? Come back down. They're not going to be happy about this. Look at this, guys. Let's see what happens now. That is not cool, although I will blame myself for that one. If I go to managed here in FMS, what are we doing? Mach 629? I don't like that. Hold on, let me do some pilot math. Trucking data, all I did was I reduced my speed. Look at this thing, it's just descending now. All right, let's go back to manual. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Surprised ATC hasn't yelled at me. Let's check our VNAV. No, that's not what I want.
Jacksonville Center, American 2287, flight level 220.
Let's go pilot defined cruise.
Jacksonville Center, roger.
I'm gonna say 210, indicate it. No, that doesn't seem right. That does not seem right.
Parcel Express 432, contact Jacksonville Center on 134.85.
Over to Jax 13485 for Parcel Express 432. Bye-bye. Jax Center, Parcel Express 432 at flight level 442 out of 450. We had a little anomaly there with our autopilot. We're correcting now, climbing back to 45,000.
Parcel Express 432, Jacksonville Center. Good afternoon.
Come on, baby. What's up with number 2 engine? Uh-oh. What's going on there? What happened here? Why the hell was my number 2 engine, my throttle lever all the way down? Huh. Anyways, we're not dead yet. It was the turbulence. Yeah, we'll blame it on that. Mach 7.5, let's do 7.7. Let's try that as we're leveling off here. Everything looks okay there. Let's go to flight plan options. Nope. All right, so we're gonna say we're at the cruise checklist phase here. Check, verify reserves, 4520. We're okay. And then the descent checklist will be ready. Is my auto throttle armed? Nope. There we go. What happened? Very weird. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and speed this sucker up. Let's go ahead and get on with our flight. One, two, three. We're hauling along now. Yeah, I thought I touched my throttles, but I don't think I did. I mean, I was way clear of them, so that's weird. But could be me. Again, guys, I'm not too experienced flying this thing, so I'm gonna be doing silly stuff here. Luckily, Truckin' Dad is more experienced on it, and he's gonna be guiding me through when I make silly mistakes. So I don't fly this thing like I fly the Citation 10 from Flight Effects. That thing is just perfection, in my opinion, and I feel comfortable in it. And this thing is new to me, so I am not as competent, not as comfortable. I will make mistakes. So if you're looking to use this as some sort of tutorial, be advised I will be lost in the sauce in several things here and there that I have not tried. Today will be my very first time landing the Sovereign Plus live and ever. So you guys are going to see it for the first time. I'm going to see how I do. Truckin' Dad's been telling me that it is one of the nicest planes to land in the sim, period. I hope I can live up to that expectation. So let's see what happens.
Southwest 2509, Jacksonville Center, roger.
Getting a little warm here in my room.
432, contact Atlanta Center on 124.325.
Over to Atlanta, 124.325 for Parcel Express 432. Bye-bye. Atlanta Center, good afternoon. Parcel Express 432, flight level 450.
Parcel Express 432, Atlanta Center, good afternoon.
So, Truckin' Dad is saying, watch your VREF on approach. She'll float. You want to be right at it, coming all over the numbers. Copy that.
Delta 3118, Atlanta Center, roger.
Let's speed it up. Hour and 9 minutes remaining. See how quickly we can close that gap. Gonna slow down the sim rate, let it stable, or let it stabilize.
American 1680, Atlanta Center, roger.
And then we've got, what is it, 207 nautical miles to go to our next waypoint. So yeah, we'll definitely be speeding up there as well. It's nice to be up here though, 45,000, way above most weather. We're good.
Southwest 3053, Atlanta Center, roger.
There we go. Needle centered. Flight director's happy. We're happy. 1, 2, 3.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1271, flight level 200.
Delta 1271, roger.
Nice trucking that. I'll see if I can match that. Although something tells me I'm not going to be able to be that good. So let's see.
Atlanta Center, Piedmont 6018, flight level 260. Piedmont 6018, Atlanta Center, roger.
Atlanta Center, United 4196, flight level 330.
United 4196, Atlanta Center, roger.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 3550.
So we do show a top of descent there just before Hagel. That makes sense. That is our transition into the Gibbs for arrival. So we'll see how that goes. Weather radar's picking up some precipitation below us. 12 o'clock. No factor. Oh, was that lightning? I think I just saw lightning, guys.
Atlanta Center, Delta 721, 165.
Delta 721, Atlanta Center, roger.
Winds are not helping us today. You can see they're still out of the northeast, 30 knots. Not terrible, though. I've seen worse up here in the flight levels. I just wish I had a tailwind, as per usual.
Legion 2128, Atlanta Center, roger.
Copy that, trucking. I'll make sure I take over the aircraft a little bit earlier than expected. I'll set us up for this ILS and hopefully everything goes smoothly. Fingers crossed.
5605, flight level 250. Blue Street 5605, Atlanta Center, roger.
All of them, while we're cruising, let's go get some exterior shots. 1, 2, 3, let's slow it down. That thing look good, don't it?
Parcel Express 432, contact Atlanta Center on 120.425.
Over to Atlanta, 120.425 for Parcel Express 432.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1294, flight level 350.
Delta 1294, Atlanta Center, roger.
Nope, that's not the frequency. 425. Atlanta Center, Parcel Express 432, flight level 450.
Atlanta Center, American 84, flight level 340.
Parcel Express
There we go.
432, Atlanta Center, good afternoon.
Yeah, trucking that. I don't know, man. It's just the Citation 10 has just felt perfect since it launched. What was it, last year, right? If I'm not mistaken. I just enjoy that airplane every single time. I don't feel that connection with this Sovereign Plus just yet. I'm not saying I regret purchasing. By no means am I saying that. I mean, you guys are seeing firsthand what you get out of the box with this brand new add-on from a developer that's been kind of quiet since they released the DA50RG about 2 years ago now, if I remember correctly. Because I did a quick video on it, and I didn't see too much attention from it. And I flew it a couple times, and I felt like it left a lot to be desired. But with the Sovereign Plus, they have definitely stepped up beyond what I thought they were even capable of doing. So that's a good thing. It's just, if I want to be nitpicky, if I want to be that guy, that YouTuber, whatever, yeah, the textures just are not up to par with what we have today, right? I mean, when you've got people like Phoenix just killing it in every aspect, visuals, systems depth, fidelity, you kind of expect everything else to be at the same level. But of course, we know that's just not possible. It's not real, right? Every developer has their constraints. They're going to have their specialties, and they're also going to have areas that are going to be lacking, and that's fine. To me, the plus for the Sovereign Plus, is that you get a fully functioning aircraft with a very, very intuitive flight deck, proprietary features that you haven't seen anybody do. And again, the EFB is something that a lot of developers should pay attention to. I'm talking to you, PMDG. I'm talking to Flight Effects, even though I love the Flight Effects VAMS, the Virtual Aircraft Management System, which is their tablet. There's something about the way that SkyWard did their EFB that really, really connects with me. And I hope moving forward, this is kind of the standard of what we can expect as consumers in the flight sim community, when we're paying with our own money for third-party add-ons that are supposed to be closer to the real life than just flying this default aircraft. So, but yeah, again, I don't feel connected to this airplane like I do with the Citation 10. There's something that's, I think it's just bias, let's be honest, right? I've always loved the Citation 10. I've always wanted to fly one in the real world. When I worked the ramp, that's the airplane that I was excited to be around, with the exception of Gulfstreams, Globals, right, the bigger jets. The Citation 10 is just an iconic airplane that still to this day holds the place for being one of the fastest, most elegant jets to ever exist, period. But that's just my opinion. I don't know, anybody else watching, what do you guys think? If you own the Flight Effects Citation 10 and the SkyWard Sovereign Plus, which one do you prefer and why? What is it that stands out on one product versus the other that you prefer? Let me know. All right, let's go ahead and speed it up one more time. 1, 2, 3. Moving along nicely, guys. Moving along nicely.
Atlanta Center, Aero Mexico 3150, flight level 330.
Aero Mexico 3150, Atlanta Center.
49, 48 miles to go. We should be there in a few moments. It's all good, trucking dad. Keep blowing it up, brother. Keep that engagement going, man, and it helps us, man. And like I said, I'll probably be needing you for a few pointers here and there.
726, flight level 290.
726, Atlanta Center, roger.
I'm just watching my distance to go, guys. I can slow down the sim rate. I don't like to leave the sim rate sped up when I am the autopilot's making turns. It kind of gets a little quirky. 2, 3. There we go.
Delta 2825.
Let's go to the FO side. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do this now. We're just going to depart the aircraft from the cockpit view.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 1769.
That's badass.
320.
Southwest 1769, Atlanta Center, roger.
I'm going to drink some water, guys. After talking so much nonsense, I get thirsty.
2069, flight level 390.
Southwest 2069, roger.
Oh, we got somebody in the cons here just below us. But we're cooler than them. We're way above them. Here, hold up.
Atlanta Center, ABEX 3109, flight level
Whoa!
350.
Whoa!
ABEX 3109,
What is...
Atlanta Center, roger.
What the hell? You guys saw that, right?
Center, Frontier Flight 1304, flight level 370.
Frontier
What the
Flight
hell?
1304, Atlanta Center, roger.
Trucking? Any ideas, man?
Atlanta Center, Allegiant 991, flight level 370.
What the hell was that?
Agent 991, Atlanta Center, roger.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a pirate.
Atlanta Center, Blue Streak 5290, 17000.
Street 5290, Atlanta Center, roger.
Atlanta Center, Parcel Express 432. We'd like to go ahead and make a pirate. Flight level 450. We're 150 nautical miles south of the Hagel waypoint, and we just encountered some severe turbulence. Our autopilot disconnected, and we had to manually correct ourselves. So yeah, not good. All right, let's go ahead and get the autopilot on again. I don't like that. I don't like that too much, guys.
Atlanta Center, United 621, flight level 370.
Parcel Express 432, descend and maintain flight level 450. Roger, turbulence report, stay alert. United 621, Atlanta Center, roger.
In Atlanta Center, for Parcel Express 432, we'd like to amend that pirate. It's actually about 15 to 20 nautical miles north of the volunteer VOR at flight level 450. Severe turbulence. What the hell was that, dude? Not cool, man. Not cool, gang. Not cool. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. All right, let me get back to the chat now that we're not dead.
Parcel Express 432, roger. Advise if conditions worsen, maintain flight level 450.
We'll advise if anything gets worse, and we'll maintain 450 for Parcel Express 432. Thank you. We're back on track, boys and girls. You gotta be ready at any moment. I don't know if that was a bug. Maybe I pressed the wrong button. Maybe it was me, man. Trucking Dead says that's what I get for taking a call. All right, RB Simmer saying, I missed most of the conversation regarding to the executive jets. How do you feel about the Citation Longitude? Because I really like the Phenom, Sovereign, and the Longitude. Great question, RB. I like the Longitude. I think it's one of the more sophisticated and better modeled aircraft that come by default with the sim, right? Depending on what version you get. I haven't flown it in over a year, but when I did fly it, or I flew it, I was very impressed with it, especially out of the box. Default aircraft. Systems depth was pretty good. Exterior modeling looks great. Looks like a Longitude, right? Behaves and sounds like a Longitude. And I love how you can open up the avionics bay on the nose. You can open up pretty much everything. That's pretty cool, right? I love it. For me, an order of favorite add-ons so far, for sure, would be the Citation 10 for the executive jet lineup. Citation 10 on top. I'm going to say the Phenom 300, number 2 from FS Reborn. But I didn't love it as much as I thought I was going to love it, right? And I have a personal connection. I don't know if you've heard me say it before. Captain Flacco and I, the partner here that runs the channel with me, we both worked for Embraer, and we had years of experience building and assembling the Phenom 300 and 100 aircraft. So I expected to fall in love with it in the sim, but I didn't. I loved it. FS Reborn did an amazing job as well with the airplane. I'm not blaming them by any means. It's just me personally, I didn't connect with it as I thought I would. Third would be the Honda jet from Flight Effects. I think that's a fantastic little jet that Flight Effects revamped and gave us for Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024 now. And so it's awesome. After that, I want to say the Sovereign Plus might be up there in the list of favorites, but I love the CJ4 and I love the Longitude as well, so I'm having a hard time. So hopefully that answers your question a little bit better. Let me know. And do I have Chase Plane? No, I do not have Chase Plane. I did buy it, and I have FS Realistic Plus, but I don't use them.
American 2053, Atlanta Center, roger.
Just like Truck and Dad saying, from A to B flying the Citation 10 all day long. Amen, brother. Yeah. RB, the Honda jet from Flight Effects is so cool, man. I don't like it. Me personally, I've never liked the Honda jet. It's just ugly. But you gotta respect it, man. It's a cool little jet. Again, similar avionics setup. I think it's a G3000 instead of the G5000. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty cool plane, man. Love flying that thing.
Parcel Express 432, contact Indianapolis Center on 126.925.
Over to Indy, 126.925. So long for Parcel Express 432. Hasta la vista. Indy Center, good afternoon. Buenos dias, buenas tardes. Parcel Express 432, flight level 450. Speaking Spanish over the United States. I'm going to get shot down here.
Parcel Express 432, Indianapolis Center, good afternoon.
1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and speed it up a bit. Hold up, guys. My phone keeps blowing up. People from work, they think I'm coming in tomorrow on my day off. Hell no. My day off, and then I've got the weekend off because, guys, Flight Sim Expo 2026 this weekend, June 12th through the 14th, up in Minneapolis. Myself, Captain Flacco, will be up there. We're going to be working with various vendors. We're going to be working with Desktop Pilot yet again, doing a little bit of recording on their demo products. We're going to be going checking out Skylarky. We worked with them last year at the Sim Racing Expo, and phenomenal guys. They provide some very, very high fidelity Airbus cockpits, including a full 1-to-1 scale Airbus 330 cockpit. So if you've got the money and you want to go crazy, Skylarky is the way to go. We're going to be checking out a bunch of new vendors that we haven't ever spoken with before. So guys, once again, Captain Gonzo and Captain Flacco with that Flight Sim channel, we're going to be at the Flight Sim Expo. We're going to look to meet some people, make some new friends, some new connections. And I can't give too many details out right now because we're working with Moza behind the scenes on something pretty awesome. That's all I can say right now. We have to wait about a month, maybe a little bit longer, before we can start talking. Hold up.
Descend via Gibbs 4 to 4,500 Hagel, transition into Indy, altimeter 29er.
All right, we'll descend to 4,500 via the Gibbs 4 Hagel, transition into Indy, altimeter 29er for Parcel Express 435 or 32. So yeah, guys, we're working with Moza. We're partnering up with them. We're excited. There's a lot of new products coming. That's all I can say right now. Just stay tuned. Just wait. It'll be worth it. I promise. It's really coming down to the mission short haul. I like the 300 medium up to 500 miles. The Sovereign for the longer stuff. The X. Yep. The Phenom is great for the short stuff. Absolutely, man. Yeah, RB. Get back on the 10, dude. That thing is just perfection. All right, let's go ahead and arm VNAV. We've been cleared to descend via the Gibbs 4. We're going to set the altitude to 4,500. There we go, 4,500. You can see our VNAV path is armed. VNAV is enabled. We'll start descending here in about just a second. There's the top of the descent. Booyah. Gotta watch the speed. Make sure we don't overspeed the airplane. I'm gonna reduce Mach 7.5.
WestJet 1410, Indianapolis Center, roger.
This autopilot's a little twitchy, guys. I'm not a fan of that, by the way. I'm not liking that at all. Auto throttle's doing its job, though. We're retarding right now, so that's good. But I got to keep an eye on that airspeed. We're descending about 2,000 feet a minute. Let's go to flight charts. Arrival. Really? It's not pulling it up? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, there it is. Wow. Okay, Gibbs 4, we're gonna pin it. There's Hagel, so we're gonna come in. Haysiv has to be crossed at or above flight level 240. Golinch, easel between flight level 190 and 14,000. That's our ceiling, flight level 190, and that's our bottom there, 14,000. We've got a non-standard holding pattern. 10 nautical mile legs. If we need it to hold for whatever reason, we can expect it there. Gibbs, Bupty, Jockey, whatever altitude constraints, and we're expecting runway 23 right. So let's see, here we go. So landing runways 23 left and right, we can expect to get tracks here all the way up to Night or Nicked. And then on that course of 050 over to Ramey, which is a fly over waypoint. So we'll have to fly outbound on 050 on that heading or course until we get vectors to intercept the final approach course. D-ATIS 134.25. Let's see if we can pick up D-ATIS 134.25. Where was it? Utilities. There we go. No, where was it? Come on.
Indianapolis Center, Southwest 3631, flight level 390.
I forgot where it was at.
Traffic.
Uh-oh.
Traffic.
31, Indianapolis
12
Center,
o'clock.
roger.
Low.
We're looking for that traffic. He's yellow, so we're inbound. Might have to do deviation here. Yeah, we're descending, and we're gonna meet him at the same
Indianapolis
altitude.
Center, Delta
There he is.
2547, flight level 370.
I see the cons.
Delta 2547, Indianapolis Center, roger.
Indy Center, Parcel Express 432. Be advised, we just had a traffic alert from our TCAS. Looks like a 7-3. Same altitude now, flight level 380. What's up with that? You didn't give us a call?
Max.
What the hell, man? Hold up, I'm looking for where I can get that D8s, man. I forgot. Oh, wait, data link? No. Where is it? I just had it. No, this ain't it. Services, here we go. Let's see if we'll pick up that ATIS. Failed to fetch? Why?
Envoy 3482, flight level 330.
That sucks.
Envoy 3482, Indianapolis Center, roger.
It's probably not going to work. There we go. All right, information Mike 1754 Zulu 20012 gusting 21 knots. Ooh. 10 statute miles, visibility scattered layer at 3100, temperature 31, dew point 23, altimeter 2987. Parallel ILS runway 23 and 22 left approaches in use. Cross runway operations may be in effect. Notice to airmen runway 32 glide slope out of service. All right. Taxiway pop up between taxiway hotel and taxiway Bravo close. PPAT close. ILS 5 right. Okay, so we're good. 2987, winds are 20012. Okay.
Delta 2825, flight level 340.
Delta 2825, roger.
Let's go to approach. Let's look up the 23 right ILS. There we go. There she is. Okay, so we've got information. Mike D8S on 13425, Indianapolis approach 128175, Indy Tower 120.9er. Localizer frequency 111.75. Final approach course 230. Looks like our glide slope intercept happens at Jetcard, 2600 or above. Decision altitude, those are our minimums, 983.
Roger.
Indianapolis Center, Southwest 2460, flight level 31.
There we go, minimum set, 983. Barrow. Airport elevation 796, touchdown zone elevation 783. Showing 772, close enough on the landing field elevation there. Minimum sector altitude around the VHP VOR 3100 feet. Missed approach, we'll climb to 1500, then climbing right turn to 3000, direct to the VHP VOR and outbound on the VHP VOR radio 303 to Keedy. We're going to hold at 4.9 DME from VHP, or actually radar. DME or radar required. Yep, we're good on that. Transition levels, flight level 180. We're still in the 30s. There we go, 983. Full ILS, RVR 2400 feet or half a statute mile ground visibility. Looks like we got Pappy and Mauser approach lighting. There's our missed approach procedure, just briefed or summarized. We should be A-OK. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me look at my initial approach fix. Yeah, we're gonna say Clang, maybe Raisin. Let's go with Clang. There we go. All right, we've got everything configured. We should be all set. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Yeah, trucking down. I'm trying to hurry it up in here before any storms get close. You can see them off there to the east on the radar dope. Let's check our cabin pressure. It looks like we're descending. Good descent rate, good pressure. Cabin altitude coming down. Looks good. Oh, there's the overspeed.
Indianapolis Center, Delta 1228, flight level 380.
1228, Indianapolis Center, roger.
Let's go indicate it.
Indianapolis Center, Air Canada 1564, flight
You guys see the stick, by the way? It's just dancing everywhere.
1564, Indianapolis Center, roger.
Let's go 280 on the descent there. I'm still on manual. I'm not on managed with the FMS, so that could be my fault. I can do that better. Yeah, I had the speed brakes out momentarily there. That's why I had the cast alert and the master caution, but I stowed them just to make sure we didn't overspeed. Yeah, but look at this, guys. This thing just wants to fight. It's odd. The joystick feels warm, like the base is getting warm from just a constant dancing up and down. When I drive on sim race or iRacing and stuff like that with the Moza wheel that I have, I got the R9, 9 Newton meters of torque, and the pedals. The base itself gets hot to the touch. It's insane, man. So this one gets a little warm. It's not crazy though, but the joystick feels warm and I haven't touched it. So yeah, it feels hot here. It's interesting. Hopefully it doesn't catch fire and I burn my crotch. That would not be a good day. We're inbound to Easel.
Indianapolis Center, roger.
There we are. At or below flight level 190, at or above 14,000. We're at 22,000. We've got 9.4 miles to go. Yeah, we're good. We're going to be able to meet that altitude constraint. And there it is.
Indianapolis Center, Delta 2060, flight level 370.
Speed restrictions are in there already. Altitude constraints as well, so that makes me happy.
Indianapolis Center, Southwest 3496, flight level 390.
Southwest 3496, Indianapolis Center, roger.
No, this is all good.
Indianapolis Center, Southwest 2460, flight level 270.
Parcel Express 432, contact Indianapolis Center on 128.375.
128.375 for Parcel Express 432. So long. ND Center, Parcel Express 432. We're at flight level 194, descending 4,500. Gibbs 4. We've got Mike.
Indianapolis Center, Air Canada 1564, flight level 370.
Parcel Express 432, Indianapolis Center, good afternoon.
All right, inbound Gibbs. That is the name of the arrival. So that is where the arrival technically commences.
Air Canada 15.
You can see these dashed lines. These are like as a feeder route practically with the transition, and then that's where the arrival technically begins. Gibbs. Then from jockey over to saddle.
432, contact Indianapolis approach on 119.05.
Over to approach 119.05 for Parcel Express 432. All right, we're through 18,000. Let's come off standard. And then we're 2987. I'm probably going to get the cast alert for the altimeters being out of whack. (2987) set. Let's go through the checklist. So, descent, pressurization, verify landing field elevation is good. Altimeter's set 3 times. Yep. 2987, 2987, 2987. We're good. Exterior lights, pulse, anti-collision on, tail flood on at night. Okay, let's go back home. Let's go to utilities. Now, where was it? All right, we'll just be ready with the landing if I remember to do it. Yeah, truck and dead. I wonder if that's what caused my autopilot to freak out earlier when we were cruising, and then next thing you know, I'm in a steep bank to the left. So, by the way, I'm gonna need a little help here getting my landing data config. I forget how to do it. No, this is just a descent. I thought it was on the initialization. There we go. Never mind. I found it. 2 tree right. Yeah, we'll go with current. Weather, load METAR. There we go. Landing can fit. Flaps full. Anti-ice off. Reversers stowed. Landing factor 1. Auto throttle off. Booyah. Good. Approach speed 107, VREF 100. I like it. Makes sense. Landing data confirmed. Minimums were set 983. Anti-ice buttons as required. Flight instruments check and set. Crew approach briefing is complete. Fuel crossfeed is off. Exterior lights as required. Passenger briefing play and complete. Yeah, we'll do that. Divider door latched open and stowed. Crew seats and seat belts fastened. And I'm gonna go ahead and start reducing speed here. Let's go 250 just to get ahead of it. Seats and seat belts. I think I left them on. Yep. Bus tie closed. Oh, that's if I wanted to start the, never mind. I want to start the APU. Nope, I don't want to do that. That's my fault, by the way. Okay, we're not going to use the APU. Before landing, there we go. And we're already talking to approach. Oh, there we go. Inbound on Opive, Mosley, then Knight. Then we're going to make a right turn to Ramey. Indy Towers on 120.9er. Okay, so I am going to go after Mosley. I'm going to go to FMS on the speed so that I can hit those, whatchamacallit, those speed restrictions as they apply. Look at the wingspan of this thing, man. It's just nuts. $10,600, so we're going to keep speed there at 250. Remember, below 10,000 feet, stay at 250 or below. And then Mosley has to be crossed at or above 7,000. We're 9.2 miles away, so we're good there as well. And you can see how our lateral navigation, our course here, has us turning before we get to night. That's because it is a fly-by waypoint. You do not have to fly over it. Otherwise, it'd be circled on the chart there. So that's good. Makes sense. We're going to join that 050 course to Ramey, and then expect a call for radar vectors. Let's see. Doing okay so far. You know what? I'm gonna get Sky Dolly. I want to see my very first landing recorded. Sky Dolly is ready, and I think I see the airport dead ahead, guys. There's Indianapolis. Scenery hasn't loaded. Of course, we're still far. Alrighty, let's over to that window. Let's reduce the range. Back on the checklist on the right-hand side of the MFD. We're good. Winds showing 268, so pretty much out of the west at 18 knots. At the surface, they're at 200, so from the southwest. Yep, still southwest. There we go. We're going to be tracking inbound to Moseley and then making that right turn to Ramey. All right, so let's go to FMS on the speed. A little bit late on it, but and then I think it's just 210 all throughout this portion of the approach or the arrival. Let's crack those speed brakes a little bit, help reduce the speed. ATC's been kind of quiet, a little weird. Oh, I never check in with them. Oh my God. Indianapolis approach, Parcel Express 432 on the Gibbs 4, crossing Knights inbound Ramey with Mike. That's my fault, guys. I got carried away.
Parcel Express 432, Indianapolis approach. Good afternoon, Indy altimeter 2987. Expect the ILS runway 23 right approach to Indy and confirm you have information Foxtrot.
Altimeter 2987, and we do have Foxtrot on board for Parcel Express 432. What's going on with this, man? What's going on here?
Parcel Express 432, turn right heading 045, vectors for the ILS runway 23 right approach, speed below 210 knots.
Right turn heading 045, vectors for the ILS 23 right approach, speed below 210 knots for Parcel Express 432. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. We'll set it at 6,000. That's our next constraint. Go to heading bug. Let's go to heading mode now. Where are you? Oh, my screen's flickering at the wrong time, man. Let's go manual speed now. Go to 200. And yeah, Truck and Dead, I'm following you, man. When I see wind gusts that way up to 21 knots, I like to keep my speed up as well. I think it was 107 on the approach, or 106 now. So I'm gonna do probably.
Parcel Express 432, turn left, heading 270, descend and maintain 4,000.
Turn left, heading 270, descend and maintain 4,000 for Parcel Express 432. It's gonna be tight here. Dude, I don't like this on the autopilot. Look at this thing. It's just diving. Why? God.
Speed 19 or 5 knots.
Speed 19 or 5 knots for Parcel Express 432. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this, man. This is not right. Let's go to localizer 1. There we go.
Quebec Zulu contact Kansas City Center on 127.7.
127.7 for Sarah Street, Quebec Zulu.
195.
Parcel Express 432, 7 miles from Curd, turn left heading 275, descend and maintain 2,600 feet until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 23 right approach.
All right, turn left heading 275, descend and maintain 2,600 until established, clear for the ILS 23 right approach for Parcel Express 432. We're going to arm nav mode. Reduce that speed a little bit more.
Radar services terminated. Beechcraft 5 Delta Juliet, change to advisory frequency approved. Squawk VFR.
Advisory frequency approved. Squawking VFR Beechcraft 5 Delta Juliet.
Oh, this is going to be hairy. Watching that localizer needle. Verifying we've got the correct final approach course 230 111.75. We do have India Uniform Zulu Kilo as our identifier. Confirmed. This thing does not want to slow down. There we go, intercepting the localizer. It's arm approach. We're above the glide slope here. Reset our altitude 3,000 for missed approach.
Express 432, contact Indy Tower on 120.9er.
Over to Tower 120.9er for Parcel Express 432. Indianapolis Tower, Parcel Express 432 on the ILS 23 right approach. Start getting some flaps.
Parcel Express 432, Indy Tower, roger, continue approach.
Continue approach for Parcel Express 432.
Parcel Express 432, runway 23 right, winds 210 at 11, gusting 19er, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 23 right for Parcel Express 432. That's at about 115.
432, continue your approach.
Continuing our approach for Parcel Express 432.
Parcel Express 432, runway 23 right, winds 210 at 11, gusting 19er, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 23 right for Parcel Express 432. All right, I've got the airplane. Let's see what I can do here. Way above the glide slope. Something feels off, man. I can't express it right now, but why is my flight director on? There we go. Something with the when I bank right on this airplane, something just feels weird, man. Alright, before landing, landing gear down, flaps full, speed brakes retracted, airspeed VREF +3 with auto throttles, they're disengaged, autopilot disengaged, yaw damper disengaged. Let's see. There we go. Okay, she feels stable. Those large wings there are helping us stay afloat. You can see our angle of attack donut there. This thing is just floating, man. There we go. That's the donut, so we want to be on the correct speed. But we're still high, man. This feels weird. Anyways, let's get the recording going. See how I can do this. Get on the power. Just doing a quick check here. Gear 3 green. Down and lock. Flaps are full. Speed brakes stowed. We've got control of the airplane. Forgot my lights. A little bit slow. Okay, feels better there. Still a little bit above glide slope. There we go. Get on the power, get on the power. Let's hold that. Oh, this is weird, man. Get on the power, get on the power. We're slowing down. Dude, I'm full aft on the stick. Look at this.
200. Minimums.
Continuing. That is weird, man. I'm not going to blame it on the airplane, though, guys. It's my fault. A little bit hot. We're at
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh yeah, she's floating, dude. Left wing down a little bit. Hold the center. Woohoo! Speed brake out. There we go. Thrust reverse set. 60 knots. Back to idle.
Parcel Express 432, welcome to Indy. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Over to ground 119er for Parcel Express 432. All right. I don't remember where signature's at, but we're gonna vacate. I'm gonna say it's to my right, if I remember correctly. That felt like a smooth landing, but
left, ready when able.
It was not a good approach by any means. I almost lost it there. I saw 97 knots at one point, full aft on the stick, and she was not climbing. So I was about to go miss there and just go around, but I somehow salvaged that. All right, so we're gonna get off the runway here.
Holding short 23 right, ready for departure.
We're gonna hold short of Alpha here.
Southwest 3880, runway 22 right, winds 200.
All right, you guys want to see that replay? I sure as hell want to. Trucking Dad saying, you high? No, I'm sober, actually.
Off Southwest 3880.
Let's see.
Parcel Express 432. After the departing Southwest 737, runway 23 right, winds 210 at 11, gusting 19er, cleared to land. Caution wake turbulence.
What was my landing? Let's see. Oh, I don't have to do it at the end, so I'll check that out on Jetcard. Yeah, watch as I get on the power here in just a little bit.
Contact departure. Good day. Departure for Brickyard 8083. Good day.
Right there. I'm getting on the power. Look at the speed brakes coming up. Full aileron deflection practically.
Southwest 3880, contact departure. Good day. Departure Southwest 3880. Good day.
Oh snap! Trucking Dead. I didn't even think of that, man. There we go. Let's change the perspective. We're floating for miles here. Let's see if we touch down with the right main or left main first into the wind. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
American 2954, winds 200 at 12, gusting 21, runway 23 left, cleared to land. Welcome to Indy. Cleared to land, American 2954.
Not bad, not bad. All right, so you know what? We're gonna go ahead and stop the replay, take control again. That was interesting. And I'm gonna go left actually instead of going right like I initially did. So I think signature is elsewhere. Ground was 1219er, so let's go ahead and put that up on the box now. I gotta adjust the sensitivity, by the way, on the rudder pedals for the Sovereign. It's very twitchy, man. A lot twitchier than I thought. All right, we're gonna come to a stop here after the hold short lines. And let's see what kind of crazy taxi instruction we get to signature. Track the speed brakes. We're gonna go through and click everything for the before landing because we did that. After landing, thrust reverse stowed. Speed brake stowed, flaps up, pedal static heat off, no, go down, lights taxi on, recognition on, yep, looks good, APU as desired start, sure, why not, set it to on, give it a few minutes, and then we'll start it as we taxi in. Let's go to ground. Go to airport, airport info, get up our directory. Yeah, we're way out. Where is it? I know it's somewhere back here. Here we go, FBO. Indianapolis ground, good afternoon. Parcel Express 432, we're clear of runway 2 right, requesting taxi to signature.
Parcel Express 432, taxi to signature flight support via Bravo 7, Bravo Papa Hotel, November Delta, hold short of runway 32. Good day.
Okay, I think I got that. Let me just make sure. Yep. Taxiing to signature via Bravo 7, Bravo Papa Hotel, November Delta, holding short of 32 for Parcel Express 432. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Make the left turn here. Gonna go be a Bravo.
Request, push and start.
American 3908, push and start at your discretion.
And we're just gonna keep this puppy taxiing Southwest style at idle power. Yeah, that was a good landing. I'm not gonna lie. The approach was complete hot garbage. You know, once I started dropping altitude again. If you noticed, go back later on if you want to watch it. Full aft deflection here, or full aft stick on the Moza, and that nose was not coming up, so I went practically full power. Once I saw I was stable again, I decided to commit and just come in for the landing. Monster Jam Insanity Tour. What's up, brother? Element, El Duro, dímelo. What up, brother? Welcome aboard, man. Good to see you again. It's been several weeks. I gotta text you, man. I've got some interesting stuff happening. I gotta hit you up.
Brickyard 5224, ready for push.
Brickyard 5224, clear for push and start.
Doing mock Jesus across the ground. We're looking for Papa at the end of Bravo, then Hotel, November, holding short of runway 32. I gotta hold the stick. If you guys watch it closely, it's shaking ever so slightly. Monster Jam, we just got to Indianapolis. We took off from Kissimmee, Florida, just outside of Orlando International, and we're on Jetcard, so we're taxiing in now to deliver our passengers and shut down for the day. So Indianapolis, Kilo India, November Delta. That's cool. So watch, when I apply toe brakes, just slightly, watch the stick. All right, let's go ahead and start the APU now. There we go. RPM coming up, EGT increasing for the APU. Southwest taxi, that's right, baby. We don't got time to waste. Okay, I see Papa coming up here to the right, so let's start braking. Whoops, my microphone is sagging. I think this airport, I actually just bought it before I did the flight. It's from Dominic Designs. It looks pretty good. Never been here in real life, though, so don't know how accurate it is.
United 519 cleared for push and start.
Ooh, we gotta go uphill.
Roger, pushback approved. United 519.
Give us some power, give us some gas. AP bleed valve closed. Let's go ahead and enable AP bleed.
FedEx 2820, runway 23 left taxi via Delta 1.
And then hotel should be up coming here to the left.
3 left taxi via Delta 1, FedEx 2820.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I forgot you told me you were flying on Roblox. I've never tried it, man. It's just not for me, but I'm glad to see that the flying hobby is picking up on software outside of the main ones, you know, X-Plane, Flight Simulator, and DCS, but not sure how accurate or how real it is, though. It's a big old airport, isn't it?
Brickyard 4352, ready for push and start.
Brickyard 4352, push approved. Expect taxi shortly.
Okay, here's November.
Start approved. Brickyard 43.
And then hold short of 3-2. I think that was our last instruction. Oh, November Delta. There we go. Yep, so we're going to make a right on November. And then Delta is going to be where we hold short of runway 32, which should feed us right into the signature ramp. I'm weaving left and right. My passengers are going to be pissed. You guys see the vibration?
FedEx 3953, request push and start.
Delta coming up. There's the cargo stand for FedEx. Oh, I got to do an MD-11 flight in here.
Cleared push and start. FedEx 3953.
Holy hell. Guys, wait. We got to check this out. Hold on. I'm going to hit the brakes. Look at the amount of airplanes out there. Holy smokes, dude. Okay, I think next flight's going to be a cargo haul. Holy crap, I've never seen these many cargo birds from Say Intentions. That is sick.
United 519, ready to taxi. United 519, runway 23 left taxi via Kilo Romeo Charlie 1.
What's that, Monster Jam?
23 left taxi via Kilo Romeo Charlie 1.
No, I know it's a hub. I'm just saying I've never seen the amount of static displays, right, or AI injection from Say Intentions be this much.
SkyWest 67.
There's like 40 planes there easily.
SkyWest 6722, pushback approved.
Here's Delta. We're going to make the left, hold short of 3-2.
Pushback approved. SkyWest
Guarantee you, though, ground forgot about us.
Brickyard 6514, request pushback.
Brickyard 6514, pushback approved. Parcel Express 432, cross runway 32.
Cross 3-2 for Parcel Express 432. Nobody's on the left. Nobody's on the approach.
Cleared push and start. Brickyard 6514.
Jet USA 7998.
I see signature up ahead.
Jet USA 7998, push and start approved.
Gonna make a left here on Mike.
Cleared push and start. Jet USA 7998.
Brickyard 4352, ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4352, runway 23 left taxi via Uniform Charlie 1.
Runway 23 left taxi.
Let's see where we can park here.
Brickyard 4352.
Gotta be mindful of this wingspan.
3724, ready to push.
Trying to think how I'm gonna park.
3724, pushback approved.
I'll open up here,
Pushback approved. FedEx 3724.
and I'll park parallel to the FBO terminal there, so our passengers have a short walk inside.
Brickyard 396, request push and start.
Brickyard 396, cleared for push and start.
Roger, pushback approved. Brickyard 396.
FedEx 3953, ready to taxi. FedEx 3953, runway 23 left taxi via Delta, Delta 1.
All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and parking brake on.
Left taxi via Delta,
Throttles are to
Delta
idle.
1, FedEx 3953.
Engine run, stop switches to stop. Okay, seatbelt signs and safety off. Any collision light can come off. Emergency light switches off.
Jet Houston 7998, ready to taxi.
Standby power switch to off. I'm gonna keep it on for now. We're gonna pretend this is gonna be like a quick turn, but I'm not gonna do it, unfortunately. So if that's the case, I'm gonna go to arm. Let's go to radios. Let's reduce that volume. I don't want to hear anybody. Let's go to services. Let's open the cabin door. We'll do that in a second. Go to ground. Let's get the chocks on. Let's get the carpet on. And let's go ahead and step outside. Oh, auto throttle still flashing. No.
FedEx 3724 ready to taxi.
We're gonna ignore that. Ignore that, guys.
FedEx 3724, runway 23 left taxi via Delta, Delta 1.
Runway 23 left taxi via Delta, Delta 1 FedEx.
Oh yeah. Look at the footprints or the steps. That's cool. You know what? Before we step outside, let's go ahead and request the lap service.
500, request push and start clearance.
And let's get the fuel truck. Let's see how that looks. And let's get our VIP transport out. There we go.
Push back and start approved. FedEx 500.
That is pretty cool.
Brickyard 8347 ready to push back.
Dino juice?
47, push back.
Clever.
Back and start approved. Brickyard 8347.
There's the lab card. Yep, that's accurate. Pot of water? No, I didn't request pot of water. All right, this is loud as hell. Let's go stand over here.
Delta 1714, push and start approved. Push back and approved. Delta 1714.
I'm gonna stand at a distance. A little bit too loud for my liking, personally.
FedEx 1120, doors closed, ready for push and start.
All right, let's leave it there. Let's go look at our Jetcard. We're gonna press complete flight. Negative 50 feet a minute. Damn, I almost matched you there, trucking that. Almost. Hold on, this is a little bit too loud for my liking right now, so. Let's go far away.
Right taxi via Hotel 2.
There we go.
Hotel, hold short of runway 14.
Textures on the ground, not so great, but we're gonna allow it. Cost me like 22 bucks, so it is what it is. Oh, I can't? Yeah, on the outside, yeah, the sounds are pretty loud, man. All right, let's go back to Jetcard. Let me enable that window capture so you guys can see what I've got going on. Here, I'm going to just slide my window. There we go, a little bit lower. Yeah, whatever. So we made 2,600 bucks on this flight. Good rep. And landing was smooth. Look at that, minus 50. Happy with that. Again, terrible approach. Block time 1.34 or 1.5 pretty much. We're gonna continue. There we go. I've got a good little list of flights done. There's the logbook. Let's see what else I got. No messages. All right, whatever. I've got 13, almost 14 grand in the bank. Not bad. And again, guys, if you haven't used Jetcard, highly recommend it. We're not sponsored by them. We're not here to be advocates for them because they're paying us. Absolutely not. We paid for our subscription with them. $20 US right now, as far as I remember. All you do is pay $20. You get a license, download the software, get on there, and it really brings a career mode that's a lot more realistic, in my opinion, to life than the default career mode that you get in the sim. Now, if you've been slaving away on the on the default career mode, then I get it. Obviously, you don't want to mess up your progress or whatever. I get it, guys. You do your own thing. But for me personally, I gave up on career mode after like week 1. It just felt wonky. It feels lame. Again, my opinion. That's not meant to slander or anything like that. I just don't like it, okay? So Jetcard feels so much better, more authentic. It gives me a real sense of satisfaction to complete a flight, seeing my bank account grow, my reputation increase. And again, stay tuned, because at that Flight Sim channel here, Captain Flocko and I, we want to start our own airline or charter service, and we're going to be giving out those details once we make it available. Guys, I got to get off the air. You guys know I am usually offline around this time, so thank you for tuning in and watching me fly the Sovereign Plus for the first time. Do I like it? Yeah, I like it. Not perfect. You guys saw those bugs. Let me turn off say intentions. This always pisses me off. Wasn't perfect by any means. Autopilot quirks. I noticed anytime the autopilot was engaged or disengaged, it would jolt the stick. Now, I don't know if that's something because of my force feedback settings that's relaying back to the aircraft, but again, I have no explanation for why the autopilot did that gnarly roll up in the cruise levels, and I don't know. I'm going to give it some time, wait for the first update whenever that comes out. But so far, the Sovereign Plus is a very unique add-on. If you haven't gotten it, I highly recommend you do if you're a business jet lover or general aviation freak like we are here at the Flight Sim channel. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. It's been great talking to you guys. Truck and Dad, Monster Jam, Element, RB Simmer. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I just trying to go through my memory here of the names that I recognize. And again, guys, Flight Sim Expo happening this weekend up in Minneapolis. If you're going to be there, come find us. We're going to be wearing our polos with our logo. And you should know my face by now. Just look for the bald guy with a baseball cap and a beard and wearing a tucked-in polo. Should be easy to recognize. Just kidding. There's probably like 6,000 of us there. So, guys, take care wherever you're at in the world. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, etc. Enjoy yourselves. Give the Sovereign Plus a whirl if you haven't. I definitely want to get more experience behind it. And, yeah, I think it's a great plane. And Jetcard really makes the environment feel that much better. So, guys, Captain Gonzo with that Flight Sim channel checking out. Smooth landings. Happy flying. RB Simmer, thanks for the love, my good friend. Thanks again for giving us the support, as you always do, and thank you for being here with me, man. We'll see you guys soon. Maybe tomorrow I'll do another live stream before I get ready to pack my bags and head up to Minneapolis, and then we'll see how it goes, guys. Take care, guys.